Well, hello friends and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. In this episode, let's answer the question why this Aero superbike costs 12,500 US dollars. And specifically, we will be talking about the 2023 Giant Propel Advanced SL0 Aero superbike. So let's first answer the question, who is this bike for? So you see, this Giant Propel platform is all about aerodynamics. So it is a heavily aerodynamically optimized carbon fiber frame, fork, handlebar, stem, seat post, wheels, everything. The whole point of this bike is to go as fast as possible in a straight line and to minimize the drag. So if you are interested in this type of the bike, then definitely this super bike, Giant Propel Advanced SL0, is for you. As I said, the retail price is 12,500 US dollars, absolutely eye-watering price, but we will dive into the specifications and really see what do you get for your hard-earned money. As we look at the paint scheme on this bike, there's only one paint scheme on offer. This is this beautiful Stardust paint scheme, a combination of like a deep metallic kind of black with a hint of metallic blue, as they call it Stardust. Looks absolutely stunning, but again, I wish that the Giant would offer at least another paint scheme on offer, because again, this is 12,500 US dollars for this aerodynamically optimized road bike. Okay, so now we can dive into the specifications on this bike and really see what this super bike is all about. First thing first, let's kick off with the frame and the fork. What do you get for 12,500 US dollars? So the frame is the carbon fiber advanced SL grade carbon fiber frame from Giant, and also the fork is the advanced SL grade carbon fiber fork, of course with the full carbon fiber steer. So you see, this SL grade carbon fiber is the best creme de la creme that Giant can do. Of course, there is a lifetime warranty on this carbon fiber frame, and again, since this is top of the line of the carbon fiber frames, I'm not expecting any problems here. This frame and the fork, internal cable routing, 12mm through axles front and the back, and the Shimano's press fit bottom bracket, and also flat mount disc brakes front and the back. Is there any complaints here from me? Absolutely not. It's a stunning carbon fiber frame and the fork on this bike. Now let's move to some of the smaller pieces, so handlebar, stem, and the seat post. So handlebar is the Giant Contact SLR Aero, and also the stem is the Giant Contact SLR Aero. So the good thing here is that all of these pieces are separate pieces, and they are carbon fiber pieces. I mean, of course, for this price, I would expect both handlebar and the stem to be carbon fiber pieces. So absolutely top notch here. And as I say, I'm glad that these are separate pieces, so it's not a one piece handlebar and a stem, because here you can easily adjust the position on the bike. There's no need of upgrading anything in the future. This is already carbon fiber pieces, aerodynamically optimized, so top marks here. I will just mention here what's interesting when you look at the seat post and the saddle. So the saddle is the Giant Fleet SLR saddle. In my opinion, Giant makes some very good saddles. If you don't like this saddle, okay, you can replace it with the saddle you truly love. But with the seat post, just keep in mind that this is advanced SL grade carbon fiber seat post, but it is an integrated design. So if you look at the carbon fiber frame, basically the seat post is a one piece, and then at the top you have like a carbon fiber seat post cap. So at some point, of course, when you are buying this bike, the seat post, since it is integrated, will have to be cut to your specific size, and then you have a bit of leeway of few centimeters up and down to move it. So also keep in mind that if anytime in the future you want to sell this bike, this integrated seat post, which is a part of the carbon fiber frame, is definitely going to limit the choice of this bike for other people. They will have to be a similar size, height like you. So integrated seat post design, of course, good for aerodynamics, but a little bit limits your movement of the seat up and down. Also, I will mention here, when you look at the group set on this bike, absolutely astonishing group set. It is the latest, the greatest Shimano Dura-Ace electronic group set. So Shimano Dura-Ace Di2 R2 250, the latest iteration. This is the, the group set that professionals are riding. Absolutely creme de la creme. Shifters, front mech, rear mech. There is no complaints here from me. It is the best what Shimano can do. I will also mention here that when you look at the braking system on the bike, again, superb choice of Shimano Dura-Ace hydraulic disc brakes. They are here using, interestingly, braking rotors from the mountain bike world. So these are the MT900 braking rotors, Shimano XTR braking rotors. 160 millimeters front, 140 millimeters at the back. 140 millimeters at the back. I wish it is 160 millimeters. This is easy to upgrade in the future, just because a bit of better heat dissipation and stopping power. I'm guessing here they are using it because of maybe aerodynamic advantage a little bit, and maybe saving a few grams here and there. But all in, braking performance, braking system here, absolutely top notch. There is no complaints here. Now when you look at the cassette and the chain on the bike, so the chain, again, superb Shimano Dura-Ace chain. Again, they are mentioning here Shimano Dura-Ace chain, but the code name M9100 is again Shimano's mountain bike world chain, XTR chain. Whichever chain they are using here is creme de la creme. Also the cassette, Shimano Dura-Ace 12-speed cassette, 1130 cassette. And this cassette is paired with the Shimano Dura-Ace crankset, 5236 chain rings. So definitely you have, enough gearing to climb some of the steeper mountains, not the steepest ones, because this 1130 cassette might limit you a little bit. Also, this crankset comes with a power meter. I'm guessing this is a one-sided Shimano power meter, which is, again, excellent that they've included Shimano's power meter here. And again, I wish that it's a double-sided power meter. I'm not so sure about this. It's best to check with any Giant bike dealer. So all in, the cassette, chain, crankset, absolutely no cutting corners here. Everything is on the Shimano's Dura-Ace level of the equipment, so absolute creme de la creme. I mean, this Shimano Dura-Ace electronic group set is a 12-speed group set, semi-wireless group set. So let's keep in mind that the front mech and the shifters are connected wirelessly, and then you have a cable going from the front mech to the rear mech. As I say, this is the group set that professionals are using. These are the brakes that professionals will be using, so absolutely astonishing thing here. Now let's talk about the wheel set, because again, it's an exceptional offer from Giant about the wheel set. So Giant is using their own CADEX brand wheel set, and this specifically is the CADEX 50 Ultra wheel set. Tubeless wheel set, and if you would buy this wheel set on the open market, it would set you back $3,500 US. So 1/3 of the bike approximately goes towards the wheel set if you would buy it on the open market. So some of the highlights of this wheel set include, of course, it is a carbon fiber wheel set. Tubeless system with the Giant hookless design. This wheel set can accept tires all the way to 32mm tires. It has a 50mm rim height, and what is really good is that the internal rim width is 22.4mm, so a nice and wide internal rim. Hubs here again are from CADEX. They are 3C Aero hubs. And also I will mention here that the rear hub comes with the 40-tooth ratchet system. All of these hubs, I'm expecting it to be superb. Probably they are based on some kind of, DT Swiss design. And again, a bit of aerodynamically optimized hubs for center lock disc brakes. Bearings here, they are mentioning that they are using ceramic bearings. So again, excellent stuff inside the hubs, 12mm through axles, of course. And also one of the astonishing things here, that the spokes that they are using are carbon fiber spokes, 24 spokes at the rear and 21 spokes at the back. This is so rare to see carbon fiber spokes on the wheel set, but again, this is, top of the line, creme de la creme carbon fiber wheel set that CADEX/GIANT is offering. The only thing here that bothers me a little bit is that the warranty on this superb wheel set is only 2 years. Of course, you have this crash replacement, incident replacement of 5 years, but I wish the warranty was at least 5 years on this wheelset. Total weight, of course, astonishing 1,350 grams. Again, astonishing stuff from this carbon fiber wheelset from CADEX. Okay, now also I have to mention here that the tires are from CADEX. They're CADEX Aero tires, tubeless ready, 25. They are saying 26.5 millimeters wide, which is okay. I would personally fit, 28 millimeter tires on this bike. Nice, good air volume, smooth ride, but okay, for this application out of the box, because they are going all in on the aerodynamics, I know why they are using 26.5 millimeter tires. And also here you will get a bit of a computer mount with this bike and water bottle cages, so which is very nice from the Giant. Also, when it comes to the weight of this bike, I have found some, I believe, pretty reliable data that this bike in the size medium-large should come up at about 6.8 kilograms, which is again astonishing. 6.8 kilograms is the limit for the bikes, the lowest limit that professionals are using, for example, in Tour de France. And also, if you add pedals on top of that, let's say another 200 grams, so 7 kilograms, and maybe if you need a bit size large, add another 100 grams on top of that, we are speaking about 7.1 kilograms bike out of the box easily, which in my opinion is astonishing for this aerodynamically optimized bike, because aerodynamically optimized bikes are usually not on the lightest side. They can easily be closer to 8 kilograms, so this 7.1 kilograms, absolutely astonishing. So you see now, this Giant Propel Advanced SL0 super bike, super aero bike for $12,500 US. I mean, if you got the money, definitely go for this bike. This is the closest thing that you will get to the bike that professionals are riding, and if you would give this bike to any professional, they will gladly ride this bike. There is not much here that you need to upgrade or change. The only thing is, as I say, always be aware that this carbon fiber one-piece seat post, when you cut it, you will only have, maybe a few centimeters of movement up and down to adjust the height of the seat. All in, astonishing bike, and this is the reason why you are paying $12,500 US for this, I would call it professional level racing bike. Superb carbon fiber frame and fork, superb Shimano Dura-Ace electronic group set, superb Shimano hydraulic disc brakes, Shimano Dura-Ace, and also astonishing carbon fiber CADEX wheel set from Giant. All in, astonishing bike, as you can probably see from my brief buyer's guide. So this is gonna be it for today. I hope you like what I'm doing, and if you do, keep on watching, keep on liking. As always, I will see you soon in the next episode. Cheers!